welcome back to the Wrestling Rundown. We're starting out week 127. We got a lot of stuff going on.
A lot of weeks.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff going on this week. We got a lot of stuff specifically in this indie news because, as you know, we had 5 Shimmer shows and, 3 other shows that we're all talking about? Is
more than that.
A lot of stuff's going on.
There's like close to, if not 10 results.
So, be prepared for a lot of names and results to be thrown your way because we're starting results. Kevin Hawk, what did we start the weekend with?
Friday the 11th.
Hey.
We had the first of all 5 Shimmer shows.
Oh, yes.
That's Shimmer Volume 86 was filmed.
Yeah.
In Chicago. The Logan Square Auditorium.
Yeah.
Which is by where next month Chicago will be having their season finale.
Oh, nice.
We opened up with Rhea O'Reilly defeating Kimberly. Leva Bates defeated Angel Dust. Melanie Cruz defeated Shotzi Blackheart.
Shotzi Blackheart, that's a hell of a name.
Hudson Envy defeated Sandra Bale. Cat Power defeated Nixon Noel. Tessa Blanchard defeated Jessica Havoc. Team Slap Happy, that's Evie and Heidi Lovelace, successfully defended the Shimmer Tag Team Championships against Kaylee Ray and Mia Yim. Vanessa Craven defeated Candice LeRae. Mickie James defeated Nicole Matthews. The Aussie Squad, that's Kelly Slater and Shaza McKenzie, defeated the Trifecta, which was represented this time by Mercedes Martinez and Shayna Baszler. They were accompanied by their third member, Nicole Savoy.
Wow. All right. It's a hell of a
and that was the main event.
It's a hell of a main event.
Yeah. And then we move on to Saturday. Because we got a surprise result on Saturday. Yeah. Because we had Jersey All Pro Wrestling's 20th anniversary show.
Shit.
There's not very many independent wrestling companies right now that can brag about having 20 years.
Yeah, no, that's an impressive feat, especially in independent standards.
Yeah. So they busted out all the stops.
Nice.
For their 20th anniversary
What do we have?
We had a vacant Jersey All Pro Wrestling light heavyweight title match. It was an 8-man eliminator.
Holy shit.
In which Arcadia defeated Azrael, Connor Claxton, Joey Janela, John Silver, JT Dunn, Steve Scott, and Pinky Sanchez.
Like the best of CZW in there.
Yeah. We had a tag team match with a Private Party, defeated Kevin Matthews and Pat Buck. Deanna Purrazzo defeated Sumi Sakai. Speaking of CZW, Matt Tremont defeated DJ Hyde.
Hey, I think we've seen that match before.
We had a 6-man tag team match in which the Legends defeated the H Effect. Joker versus Kyle the Beast went to a no contest. Aerostar and Drago defeated EYFBO.
Nice.
In a match to determine the vacant Jersey All Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Championship, Black G's defeated B-Boy.
Alright.
Alberto El Patron defeated Sami Callihan. And in the main event, the Hit Squad defeated Low-Key and Homicide in a steel cage tag team match.
That's a lot. Those are 4 really dangerous guys you got.
4 angry bald guys.
In a steel cage. That's a scary main event. And
that's also a sitcom title, if I've ever heard one. 4 angry bald guys.
Parentheses, in a steel cage.
Yeah, in a steel cage.
They live in a steel cage. That's the hook of the show.
Yep. We're going to continue things back over in Chicago with Shimmer 87.
Just to clarify.
Evie defeated Veda Scott. Taylor Hendricks defeated Thunder Kitty. Candice LeRae defeated Leva Bates. The Rejected, which is Hudson Envy and Christina Von Eerie, defeated Bale Spin, Xander Bale and Casey Spinelli. Rhea O'Reilly defeated Cherry Bomb. Cat Power defeated Mia Yim. Dolce Garcia, a.k.a. Sexy Star, defeated LuFisto. Vanessa Craven defeated Shayna Baszler, Kaylee Ray, and Heidi Lovelace in a 4 corners match. Nicole Matthews defeated Soraya Knight. And in the main event, Kelly Slater defeated Mercedes Martinez to become the new Shimmer Women's Champion.
Oh, what?
Absolutely.
Congratulations, new champion.
Then we had Attack Pro Wrestling and Junior.
Yeah.
Half pro wrestling show, half punk rock show.
Yeah. Mandrews fronts the band Junior, so his band performed. I think they did a couple songs, and they did a couple matches, and they did a couple songs, did a couple matches, kind of a back and forth type of thing. So
yeah. We had hashtag CCK defeat Bolorama. to retain the tag team championships.
All right.
Mike Bird defeated Chuck Mambo, Danny Jones, and Brandon White in a 4-way match. We had the Wild Boar defeat the Human Druplex Machine. Extremely confused Drew Parker.
Yeah.
You know what I realized? He's ECW. He's the extremely confused wrestler.
Oh my god. That makes so much sense. They need to team him up with Colin Delaney real quick.
Yeah. And then Mandaroos and Eddie Dennis defeated the Duns.
Yeah.
Pete and Damien. Then we're going to go back to the second portion of Chicago's Shimmer, the third and final installment of Shimmer's Chicagoan experience.
Yeah, because they're moving on to Berwyn after this.
Yeah. Because we had Shimmer 88. Marty Bell defeated Casey Spinelli. Tessa Blanchard defeated Jessica Havoc. Mia Yim defeated Nevia. Allison Kay defeated Candice LeRae in a rhyming names match. Veda Scott defeated Solo Darling. Mercedes Martinez defeated Nixon Noel. Team Slap Happy defeated The Rejected to retain the Shimmer Tag Team Championships. Shazza McKenzie defeated Shayna Baszler via disqualification. Cat Power defeated Kaylee Ray. And then Soraya Knight, Rhea O'Reilly, and Mickie James defeated Nicole Matthews and the Kimber Bombs in a 6-women tag match.
Nice.
In the main event, Kelly Skater successfully defended the Shimmer Championship against Vanessa Craven.
All right. You said Leva Bates was on that? Was on that particular...
No, Leva Bates was on 87.
Okay.
Which happened earlier that day.
Yeah. One thing I want to know, Leva Bates, you know, she always does different cosplays for her matches. She was 11 from Stranger Things this time go around. Pretty impressive.
Yeah, well, she's very dedicated.
Yes, she is.
Then we had Evolve 72.
There we go. That's the one we're looking
Yeah.
for.
We open up with a dark match, which doesn't happen often in Evolve, between two WWE contracted superstars.
Really?
As new NXT recruit Tommy End was defeated by cruiserweight standout Tony Nese.
Ooh. We can probably see that match on NXT coming up here pretty soon.
Yeah, and then we had Matt Riddle defeat Dustin. Fred Yehi defeated our buddy Jason Kincaid. Team Pazuzu, represented by Jaka and Chris Dickinson, defeated Darby Allin and Tony Nese in a tag team match.
Alright.
Ethan Page defeated Zack Sabre Jr. Hot Sauce Tracy Williams defeated Chris Hero. And in the main event, a Squared Circle of Pain match or something of that nature, Timothy Thatcher defeated Drew Gulak. It was a non-title match. The RVD and Sabu were stoned out of their gourd.
You'll only get that on YouTube.
Who is surprised? So basically this match was... this is basically the only match I'm going to go into big detail about.
Okay.
But this match was no ropes on the ring, emphasizing the danger that it would be very easy for either of these men to fall out of the ring during one of these moves.
And were there things in each corner?
No.
Or it was just you could fall out at any time?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, partway through the match, Drew Gulak took off the canvas and the padding to the ring.
Oh, no. No.
So then they wrestled half the match on the hard wood panels of the ring.
That makes my back hurt just thinking about it.
Until Drew Gulak then would remove 2 of the wood panels of the ring in order to trap Timothy Thatcher in the Dragon Sleeper with his waist caught in between.
That's fucked up.
But then Timothy Thatcher was able to take advantage of that.
What?
And then trap Gulak in there. But Timothy Thatcher would end up winning the match.
Holy shit.
That's
awesome.
Despite getting concussed severely during that match.
Wow.
Yeah. So, big ups to Timothy Thatcher. I know he's a tough dude, but that just kind of really reinforces how tough he is. Unfortunately, they announced that meant that they were going to have to cancel the Evolve Championship match the following night.
Yeah, this was him and Tony Nese.
Yep.
Damn. Well, I mean, yeah, no, that's a hell of a thing to tout that you severe concussion and you continue a match like that against someone like Drew Gulak.
Yeah.
That's a test of endurance and strength if I've ever seen one.
Yeah. And I'm going to pass things over to you so I can take a quick break.
Yeah.
And you can tell us what happened about Ring of Honor this
so for those of you
night.
that don't want to get spoiled for this Wednesday's Ring of Honor over on Comment, click to the time below.
Because guess what? We watched it earlier.
Yeah, because we're going to talk about it, and if you're still listening, it's your fault. We had our final first round 6-man tag team match for the 6-man title tournament, where Team CMLL defeated The Addiction and Kamaitachi. Team CMLL is being represented by Ultimo Guerrero, Shigeo Akamura, and Hechicero. They're very weird names. The Ultimo Guerrero was the only one that I could actually understand and really pronounce through the way they were saying it on commentary. The other ones were a little bit more difficult to do. But we had a miscommunication where Kamaitachi ended up clocking Christopher Daniels, and then we actually got a superplex from, or no, it was and then that allowed the superplex on Christopher, a reverse superplex. So underhook from the top rope, put Christopher Daniels down, Ultimo Guerrero hitting that, and then we actually had a little bit of a fight between Kamaitachi and The Addiction, where Christopher Daniels shoved Kamaitachi, and then realized that he did something wrong, and so he stood there and told Kamaitachi to give here, take a free shot, and so he stood there with his arms behind his back, and Kamaitachi just kind of shove him and Frankie Kazarian and walked away. So
yeah, well, here's the thing is Daniels is in a weird place.
Yeah.
Ever since they lost Ladder Wars.
Yeah, and the fact that he lost this match,
and he's the one that got pinned.
Yeah, and this was a chance at getting more gold. Yeah, Daniels
is in a weird place. He's in a bad headspace, I think.
Yeah, and then Carino and Kelly made a lot of note about the state of where Christopher Daniels is currently. So we'll see where that ends up going. We then had the Cabinet come out, who are no longer the Cabinet, because apparently the Cabinet was an ROH idea. It wasn't their idea. They're out there parading around in all these stupid things, and Rhett Titus is dressed as Uncle Sam, and they don't want to do that because...
This is the best thing ROH can do, to say, sorry we brought up this stupid fucking idea. Let's pretend it wasn't an idea.
Yeah, they pretty much just yelled at Carino and Kelly for about 2 to 3 minutes about how stupid the gimmick was, and then Caprice Coleman finished off with, "There are more of us than you think there are."
It's a big ass cabinet.
So
a lot of people.
No, it's not a cabinet anymore. Don't say it.
No, it's just now it's like a cupboard.
It's a cupboard.
I'm talking. It was like a cabinet, like an official elected cabinet.
Yeah.
Now it's a cabinet, as in you store a bunch of people in it.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's very.
But it's a really big cabinet because apparently there's more people in there than we thought there was.
It's all right.
It's like an Indian in the cupboard situation.
Weird. It's really weird.
They all come to life.
So we move on. We found out that Colt Cabana and Dalton Castle got their tag team title match over the last couple weeks against the Young Bucks. Unfortunately, they lost that chance after a miscue between Castle and Cabana. Cabana ended up getting kicked in the face, and then Dalton Castle was pinned. And so...
Castle fact, he likes bungee jumping.
Really?
Yep.
All right.
Especially in pajama onesies.
All right. So Colt Cabana had an idea. He's like, okay, we need to fix this. We need to make sure that we're on the same page for this one. And apparently he felt it had something to do with the boys. Because then we had Dalton Castle looking for Colt Cabana, found him in the very back of a locker room, kind of next to, there's a little storage locker there. And Dalton's like, I can't find the boys. And Colt's like, we don't need them. Don't worry about it. We don't need them. It's just you and me. We need to be on the same page. We'll go out there. They're getting another shot at potentially getting another tag team title shot. And so the camera pans down as they're walking away, and there's a few feathers that are right next to the storage locker. So Colt Cabana may have done something with the boys. I'm not going to accuse Colt Cabana of doing anything. We'll find that out later. Unfortunately, Colt Cabana and Dalton Castle's chance to get another shot at the tag team titles was taking on Keith Lee and Shane Taylor, the biggest team on the Ring of Honor roster. Dalton Castle did hit a deadlift German on Keith Lee.
As you know he would.
And, they had some great spots. It was, a ton of hilarious stuff.
Planet Boomcock.
But the miscue happens again. Cabana gets knocked loopy again. And then just a massive knockout punch knocks out Dalton Castle. Cabana then gets hit with a pop-up powerbomb and a splash from Shane Taylor. And Lee and Taylor pick up the win.
Yikes.
So, not looking good in the Colt and Castle camp. That's a lot of sounds. And then in the main event, we had our television...
a friend of ours at the Wrestling Rundown came up with a good ship name for them.
Oh, okay.
It is Colt and Cabassel.
Colt and Cabassel. All right. Was that Jamie?
Yeah.
All right. I like it.
That was Jamie.
Thank
you, Jamie. You've seen her comment on previous videos.
Yeah. And she was actually in attendance for our punishment video. If you go over to Reasonable Wrestling Fans, she was behind the camera as it was being filmed. So.
Though she wasn't the camera person.
No. Colton Cabassel. I love it. That is fantastic. All right, main event. We had Bobby Fish defending his ROH Television Championship against Hangman Page. This got started right off the bat. Hangman Page actually attacking Bobby Fish before the match, doing quite a number on him to where the referee really had to get a convincing yes from Bobby Fish to actually start the match. But Fish was...
Which I don't think you're ever going to get a no from Bobby Fish.
No, Bobby Fish was getting in the ring, stood up in the corner, even though he's clutching his ribs that he's been dealing with for the last couple weeks. He's telling the referee to do it. And, it was an uphill battle for him. He had Kyle O'Reilly out in his corner. But eventually, Hangman Page just kind of gets in this mode where he's like, I just want to hurt somebody. And he tries to go for a power bomb, and gets rolled up into a knee bar, and he's got nowhere to go but to tap out. It was more so a beatdown on Bobby Fish. There wasn't a whole lot to talk about the match itself. The interesting part is what happened afterwards, because Adam Cole has 2 upcoming ROH title matches, one against Jay Lethal and one against Kyle O'Reilly.
Yeah.
He'll be facing Jay Lethal when they're on their UK tour, which will be happening this weekend, actually. And if he can get past that, he'll be facing Kyle O'Reilly at Final Battle. So he comes out and starts talking trash to Kyle O'Reilly, who's out there trying to help Bobby Fish up. And then he kind of gets cornered as he's got Jay Lethal who comes out and on the other side. So he's stuck between both of his future competitors, where he's just he kind of realizes the talent that he's in between and the 2 extremely difficult tasks that he has in front of him as far as ROH championships are concerned. So that will be, it's more than likely we're going to be getting that match, Kyle O'Reilly versus Adam Cole, baby, at Final Battle.
I wouldn't be entirely shocked if they turn it into a 3-way match.
Which
I'd be okay with watching.
With the amount of pressure he put himself in, I wouldn't be surprised if Silas Young tries to get another shot and they do a 4-way. That could be an interesting.
I'd
4-way.
Also watch that too.
Yeah. So
I think Silas Young is entirely underrated.
Yeah, absolutely. So we will see what happens there, but that is it for Ring of Honor. I'm going to send it back over to you, Kevin Hawk, for Sunday's results.
Sunday the 13th. Shimmer 89 from Berwyn, Illinois.
Yeah.
We opened up with sort of a trainee showcase, or Rise is what they called it.
All right.
Which I think is maybe their trainees. But we had 2 matches from them, as Sonia Strong defeated Heather Monroe, and Angie Sky defeated Kate Carney.
All right.
Then we got to the main show, where Cherry Bomb defeated Solo Darling, Thunder Kitty defeated Taylor Hendricks, Nixon Newell defeated Lufisto, Mia Yim defeated Kennedy Brink, Kimberly defeated Samantha Heights, Balespin defeated The Rejected, Jessica Havoc defeated Allison Kay, Nicole Matthews defeated Kaylee Ray, Candice LeRae, and Rhea O'Reilly.
Got a lot of A's.
Yeah. And then they had a no DQ match where Shazza McKenzie defeated Shayna Baszler. And then Mount Tessa, which is Vanessa Craven and Tessa Blanchard,
Makes sense.
defeated Team Slap Happy to become the new Shimmer Women's Tag Team Champions. Mercedes Martinez defeated Dolce Garcia.
Alright.
And in the main event, Kelly Skater defeated Cat Power to retain the Shimmer Women's Championship.
So in the course of the weekend, we now have new champions.
New champion and new tag team champions. I think Nicole Savoy may be injured or something because the whole time she was there, she didn't defend
her title.
I don't think she was in any of the matches. I think she was literally just in the corner of the members of the trifecta.
Huh.
Then we had Evolve 73, where we had Jaka defeat Darby Allin. Jason Kincaid defeated Icarus.
Hey! Ooh, I'd like to see that match.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Ethan Page defeated Chris Dickinson. Drew Gulak defeated Zack Sabre Jr. Chris Hero defeated Matt Riddle. And then in a weird twist of events, we had a new main event, because the main event was supposed to be Tony Nese versus
Timothy Thatcher
for the Evolve Championship.
Alright.
Okay, one of the things I forgot to mention is most of the members of Catchpoint lost their matches, which prompted Drew Gulak to disband Catchpoint.
Wow. Just done like that.
And then we know Drew Galloway, who's one half of the Evolve Tag Team Champions, with Dustin, is injured.
Okay.
You know, they had to cancel like a TNA pay-per-view main event because of that, too.
Yeah, he was supposed to be in the finals against Aaron Rex.
So we had Galloway and Dustin basically ready, sort of, to defend the tag titles, even though Galloway's injured. Tracy Williams and Fred Yeagy, formerly from Catchpoint, came out to, face them.
Okay.
And then they were met by Drew Gulak, who said, remember, we're not a team anymore, so you guys are probably going to fail, because you guys are all failures. And then he calls out Tony Nese to be his partner.
Oh, if you've been watching WWE, Drew Gulak and Tony Nese have been a reoccurring tag team.
Yes. And then Ethan Page came out with the Gatekeepers, who I still don't know who they are. But they wanted to fight. And then, somehow, even though they don't like each other, Drew Galloway somehow agreed Chris Hero, who just beat Matt Riddle in the previous match, to take his place to defend the Tag Team Championships alongside Dustin, making this Chris Hero's 10th match in a 9-day stretch.
Wow. That's impressive.
Not to mention also, Drew Gulak, earlier in the card, had a match against Zack Sabre Jr.
Following the match from the day before against him.
Yes.
Holy shit.
But in the end, unlikely as it was Hot Sauce Tracy Williams and Fred Yeagy who came out victorious and are the new Evolve Tag Team Champions.
Damn, lots of new champions this weekend.
Yes.
I dig it.
Which takes us to my final result. That's Shimmer 90.
Hey.
As we had Marty Bell defeat Sonya Strong. Samantha Heights defeated Nevia. Melanie Cruz defeated Kira Hogan. Cherry Bomb defeated Leva Bates. LuFisto defeated Solo Darling. Kaylee Ray defeated Nixon Newell. Mount Tessa defeated Balespin to retain the Shimmer Tag Team Championships. Mia Yim defeated Allison Kay, Kimberly, and Evie. Shayna Baszler defeated Heidi Lovelace. In a Berwyn Bunkhouse brawl, Saraya Knight defeated Nicole Matthews via TKO. Ooh. And in the main event, Mercedes Martinez defeated Kelly Skater to regain the Shimmer Women's Championship.
So many title changes, and yet one technically didn't happen.
In a way.
She started the weekend as champion, she ended the weekend as champion.
Yeah, well, Mercedes Martinez ain't nothing to fuck with.
No, she's a scary woman.
She's an intimidating looking individual.
Yes, she is. All right,
that is a quick shout out. Happy birthday, Sarah Del Rey.
Yes.
Even though it was yesterday by the time you were watching this.
Yeah. So I got a couple of news stories, and I'm sure you have at least one thing you wanna.
I probably have some insight on some of these. So.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to get the funny one out of the way. Cody Rhodes is the newest victim of the YouPornplex. This was flipped over the weekend by Joey Ryan at the All Pro show. It's funny to watch Cody Rhodes sell a move like that, and
absolutely,
he doesn't half-ass it. And it's awesome.
It's Cody Rhodes. Since when does he half-ass anything?
Exactly.
Let's be real.
He was Stardust.
He was dashing. He was mustache. He was gross. He was. I mean, he even tried really hard to get Legacy over.
We appreciate you, Cody Rhodes.
Fuck.
And so does Joey Ryan's dick. Also found out that Marty Scurll, who is getting ready to make his debut in ROH, along with Will Ospreay, have both signed exclusive deals with Ring of Honor.
Wow.
So they will actually be making their debut this weekend in a match against each other when they're in the UK.
Wow.
So
we know what kind of chemistry Scurll and Ospreay have together.
Yeah. They went against each other in bowling, correct?
I believe so.
And then probably a couple other times in PWG.
Yeah, there's lots of videos of them over in the UK.
Yeah.
A lot of great highlight packages of these guys.
So yeah, I mean, this has been a great year for Will Ospreay.
Yeah.
So
and apparently things aren't slowing down for him.
So I'm excited to see him more often on Ring of Honor television, along with Marty Scurll. So look forward to that.
Scurll.
I hope they show some of those UK matches.
Yeah.
And then finally, my last little bit is I have a full set of teams for the G1 World Tag League. I've got all teams for both brackets. This is very much the same way as the G1 Climax or the Super Juniors. We have 8 teams in each bracket. I'm going to run those down right now. Bracket A, we have Brian Breaker and Leland Rice. We have Hangman Page and Yujiro Takahashi. We have War Machine. We have Hanare and Manabu Nakanishi. Hiroshi Tanahashi teams with Juice Robinson. Hiroyoshi Tenzan and Satoshi Kojima. We have the Gorillas of Destiny. And then we have Tetsuya Naito and a partner that is to be announced.
Oh.
So we don't know who his partner is going to be quite yet. Then we move over to Bracket B, where we have Bone Soldier and Bad Luck Fale.
That's Captain Bullet Club.
No, it's Bone Soldier. Then we have Billy Gunn and Yoshitatsu. My choice to win the whole thing.
What a fucking weird team.
We have Chase Owens and Kenny Omega. That's an interesting tag team. The other members of Los Ingobernables, Evil and Sonata, will be teaming up. Hiroki Goto and Tomohiro Ishii. Katsuhiro Shibata and Yuji Nagata. Kazuchika Okada and Yoshihashi. And then we have Togi Makabe and Tomoki Honma.
I'm going to tell you, they're long shots for the winners.
All right.
But I'm going for Shibata Nagata.
Shibata Nagata. All right. And I'm going for Billy Tatsu.
Oh, Lord.
So this is a tournament that works very much like the other ones. Point system. It's going to go from November 18th all the way through, and the finals will be on December 10th. So I'll be keeping you updated as the tournament progresses and let you know what the current standings are. And then on December 10th, whenever that lands in the week, that following Indy News, I'll let you know who won the G1 World Tag League.
Awesome.
That's all I got for news. What you got? You got anything?
Nope.
You don't even want to talk about the disappointing the Joey Styles?
Oh
thing?
gosh, yeah.
I feel like this is something we got to
Sure,
talk about.
this is news. I guess.
It affects not only Evolve,
but potentially
Chikara.
Yeah. Joey Styles, unfortunately,
God bless him,
in a promo, made a inappropriate comment to the live audience during Evolve 72. He's cutting a promo aimed at Stokely Hathaway for the most part.
Yeah, it was.
But at one point, he had mentioned that Gabe Sapolsky requested him to, and this is the typical Joey Styles, like, set up for something funny
Yeah.
sort of thing, is And I know he said this before, and I think he even said this the one time he did that big shoot promo on a Monday Night Raw when he quit WWE when he was commentating.
Oh yeah.
And then he left, but really he was just going behind the scenes to work as their like website manager.
Yeah.
It says like, oh, he didn't want me to say anything political, but he gave me the mistake of giving me a live microphone. And then he went on to say, talking about one of the female people who were at the show, I think someone who works for Evolve, maybe a show host or a manager or something, I don't remember what her name is, but that she looked good that evening, and that our president-elect would most likely grab her by the blank. He cut it off. He left it off.
Oh, so he didn't actually say the word.
I don't think so. I don't think he said it.
But it was insinuated.
But it was insinuated, and then he said, speaking of, that brings me to Stokely Hathaway. Basically, his way of calling Stokely Hathaway a pussy. Yeah. I mean, I think it's hilarious that you call Stokely Hathaway a pussy. Because he's goofy as fuck, and, he's kind of that kind of a manager. Always hiding behind the bigger guys, kind of thing.
Absolutely.
But that was a very roundabout and unfortunately very inappropriate way to go about doing it. So Gabe Sapolsky, former owner of Ring of Honor, current owner of Evolve, went to Twitter immediately, first posting that he was upset with Joey Styles and he apologized for the comment, and then very shortly after announcing via Twitter that Evolve is cutting all ties with Joey Styles.
Yeah. And for something like that to, go and cause such an issue with a company like Evolve, you gotta think that Joey Styles being the new commentator for Chikara, this Chikara being as PG as you could possibly get.
Yeah, and that's like another thing. It's like Evolve, they're not a PG company.
Exactly.
But they're very, very professional. Well, and especially in the fact that they have like the working relationship with WWE.
Yeah, and even WWE, I don't think would have so much. I mean, they'd have an issue with a comment like this.
They would to an extent, but also I feel like, and this is my own personal opinion, but I don't think they'd care nearly as much because the McMahons donated $7 million to Trump's fucking campaign.
True. But you gotta think a family-friendly promotion like Chikara probably won't like this particular comment and this kind of publicity. So there's a good thing we might see a tweet coming out soon from Mike Quackenbush.
I wouldn't be surprised, but also at the same time, I wouldn't be shocked if it doesn't happen. Like no tweet or anything. Chikara does also, like a lot of the times they sweep things under the rug. Yeah. There was Lindsay Dorado left, nothing about that. Right. When Chikara took its hiatus and came back, a lot of people didn't return with Chikara. Right. Tim Donst, Akuma, Saturnine. Yeah. True. We never really got any reason why these people didn't come back, or
and there's a lot of rumors out there as to why they didn't. So there is a good chance that Chikara just may not even pay any mention to this at all.
They may not even acknowledge Joey Styles from here on out. So it depends. I don't know.
We'll find out in the leading days up to December 3rd when we have Chikara's season finale.
Yeah, and I don't want to jump too far ahead into upcoming dates, but I do want to talk about the one match in particular that's coming up.
The one that I'm scared about?
Yes.
Oh, damn it.
Because it's going to be the afternoon show, which
is they're doing a doubleheader.
Chikara and Chikara Temple of Doom.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Temple of Doom.
Which is being main evented in a Apuesta match. Mask versus Mask.
Yeah, I don't like this at all.
Amasis versus Frightmare.
I don't like this at all.
So it's like one guy, like Amasis joined Chikara, I want to say in 2006, and Frightmare joined the Chikara Wrestle Factory in 2006 and joined the Chikara roster in 2007. So these are two guys who have been in Chikara for 10 years.
Yeah. It's been a long time for both of them.
And it's going to change the fabric of Chikara going forward because one of these guys is going to lose their mask.
And I don't like that one of them is potentially part of my favorite tag team.
Yeah.
But I also don't like the idea of Frightmare losing his mask either.
Yeah. But that's neither here nor there. We're going to talk about more about that in the upcoming show segment a few weeks from now.
Like 2 weeks. 2 weeks we'll be talking about that.
But we have to talk about this week's
upcoming shows. Where I don't have any. My main thing upcoming is I'll be letting you know about the G1 World Tag League. And then, my next big show isn't until in December when we do have Final Battle from Ring of Honor where Cody Rhodes will make his debut.
Nice.
So, but that's not until December.
Awesome. I want to see Cody Rhodes in Ring of Honor.
Yeah. So,
I got events.
I know you do.
I got 4.
What do you got?
4 of them.
4 of them.
Coming up.
Ready?
Saturday.
Set, go.
Saturday the 19th. We're going to get a WSU CZW doubleheader.
Doubleheader from Voorhees, New Jersey.
Yeah, we're going to have WSU's Breaking Barriers 4.
That's what's
Kira Hogan takes on Britt Baker. Balespin takes on Sinister Sweethearts.
Yep.
That's Samantha Heights and Brittany Blake.
Yeah.
Jade takes on Taylor Hendricks. Leva Bates will defend the WSU Spirit Championship against Sue Young. And the Fella Twins defend the Tag Team Championships against the Backseat Girls.
Yeah.
And then we're going to move on to CZW, the men's organization of the two. Night of Infamy.
Yeah.
Takes place. Alexander James takes on Tony Devin. Jimmy Lloyd takes on Frankie Picard. We're going to have a State of the Nation address.
Yeah, because we know there's been issues with the Nation of Intoxication as of late.
Yeah.
So this will be the deciding, I'm guessing this will be the determination of what happens from here on out.
Yeah. Then we're going to have Yuma versus Homicide. Chainsaw Joe Gacy versus Sammy Callahan.
That should be violent.
EYFBO takes on Dub Boys. Jonathan Gresham will defend the CCW Championship against Danny Havoc. And it's going to be interesting to see where this comes from because Danny Havoc was a member of the Nation of Intoxication.
Yeah, so I'm wondering if if he gets into some sort of scuffle and gets attacked or something in that whole the Nation thing, if that's going to cause any issues for his title match.
Yeah, it's hard telling, but it could.
Yeah.
Obviously. And then we're going to end things up with a squared Circle of Sacrifice match.
That just sounds scary.
Matt Tremont and Jeff Cannonball take on the Young Dragons, Josh Crane and Dale Patricks.
Alright.
Then on Sunday, we're going to have Beyond Wrestling presents Insatiable.
Yeah.
Because they can't satiate whatever it is. The need for wrestling matches?
Yeah, their need for wrestling.
Okay.
That's what I got out of it.
Alright, we're going to have...
we have some interesting matchups in this one.
An 8-man tag. The Crusade for Change will take on a team brought to Beyond Wrestling by Alpha One.
Yep.
Which is a Canadian promotion.
Yeah.
Team Pazuzu will face the Secret City Soldiers in 6-man action.
Yep.
Hot Sauce Tracy Williams will take on John Silver. That's skinny submission guy versus short buff guy.
Right.
Matt Cross is going to go against Jonathan Gresham.
That's going to be fucking fantastic.
That's a match that I want to put my eyeballs on.
Yeah.
Not literally.
Well, keep them in your head.
Yes.
Probably a safe way to go.
Except I don't want to put my head in that match.
You might get hit.
Yeah. Then we're going to have a very interesting matchup as Keith Lee goes one-on-one against Kimberly.
Yeah. It doesn't really get much more opposite than what we have here.
It seems a little mismatched.
We have a giant black man and a tiny white woman. But both amazing athletes. I'm really interested to see what the two of them can do against
What
each
gives
other.
me hope is that because Kimberly recently beat Max Smashmaster at the last Chikara show.
Right.
So.
And, I mean, she's gone against Oleg.
Yeah.
She's gone against Hala Wicked.
Yeah.
So she's gone against some big dudes. But Keith Lee
is on another level.
Keith Lee is a really big dude.
He's on another level.
And he's so good at
He's
everything
very
he
athletic.
does. He's ridiculously good.
He's deceptively athletic.
Absolutely.
Chris Hero will take on Brian Fury and was touted as their last encounter They shouldn't be wrestling each other anymore after this. Which, I mean, maybe not in Beyond, but I bet it'll probably happen somewhere.
It'll happen.
And then Matt Riddle takes on Matt Tremont, who could be the Mattist.
Well, it's an anything goes match, too.
Yes, anything goes, or as Matt Riddle would call it, an anything bros match.
Or as Matt Tremont would call it, just another day at the office.
Yeah. Fuck you, Matt Riddle. Bro talk. God damn it. That's why Chris Hero destroyed you.
That's why I thought you'd be excited for it, because it's like Matt Tremont gets to use whatever he wants on Matt Riddle.
Yeah, I don't know.
You have no hope for Matt Riddle matches anymore.
I mean, I do, because he's not a bad wrestler.
Is he
the matches are
the Titus O'Neil of the indie scene?
No, because Titus O'Neil doesn't get to win as often as Matt Riddle.
That's fair.
He's getting more to like the Sheamus / Miz level.
Alright.
Where it's somebody I don't like and they win all the time.
Right. Okay, gotcha.
And then we're going to round things out on Sunday with Attack Pro Wrestling's Seriously? Another pay-per-view tie-in?
Because it's Survivor Series week.
Yeah, we're going to have Ryan Smiles versus Chief Deputy Dunn, former teammates in the... What are they called?
The Fun Police.
The Fun Police.
Yeah, it's the grudge match. The Fun Police collide.
Because I think Ryan Smile ended up getting ousted for Los Federales Santos Jr. Senior.
Yeah, something like that.
Los Federales Santos Senior, Junior, Senior.
Senior, Junior, Senior?
Yeah, I made that part up.
Junior, Junior, Senior.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
We're going to have the Attack Pro Wrestling Championship Tournament Finals.
Yeah.
In which Ginger Jesus, Mike Bird, takes on the Pride of Wales, Eddie Dennis.
Alright.
And then, since it's a Survivor Series tie-in event,
why not?
Why wouldn't they have a 5-on-5 elimination Survivor Series style tag match? In which Pete Dunne captains Nixon Noel and #CCK and a mystery partner
as the Bruiserweights.
And then Tim Lee captains Mandrews, Martin Kirby, El Ligero, and another mystery partner.
In what's known as the Tim Legion.
So that should be fun. Attack Pro Wrestling's entertaining.
I'm very intrigued as to know who their mystery partners are going to be.
That's the one thing I enjoy is like mystery partners who are probably going to remain mystery partners until the day of the show.
We appreciate mystery, WWE. We'd like it so like you set something up and we don't quite know everything that's going to happen, WWE. It'd be really nice if going into something that if you're excited because you're already excited for matches that are happening, and then when you watch the pay-per-view, you get something more, WWE. Don't give us everything! Chill it out.
WWE?
But I wasn't pointing out anyone specific, WWE.
No, not at all. Yeah. The air of mystery.
Yeah.
The feel of intrigue. It's a good draw. Honestly, it's a good draw. Because one of the things that I really enjoy reading these indie news shows, the indie shows, the results, and because it gives there like that sense of anticipation.
Yeah.
Because when I look at the upcoming shows, mystery partners or open challenges, and then I get to go, oh, who would it be so cool to answer the open challenge kind of thing? Like, fucking Dolph Ziggler's gonna open challenge at Survivor Series. And then on Raw, it's like, oh, it's not really gonna be an open challenge.
Yeah, it's gonna be whoever wins out of Sami Zayn and Rusev.
Yeah.
Like for Shimmer, we knew Mickie James was gonna be there. We knew people that were going to be there. We didn't know what was gonna happen. We didn't know what Mickie James was going to do.
Yeah.
And so we get to find out. She was in a pretty badass tag team match.
Yeah.
So it's stuff like that that gets us even more excited for a show. Don't put all your fucking cards out on the table, then we know whether or not we want to watch it. I mean, we're stupid and we're going to watch it anyway. But that's why some people don't watch, because they're like, oh, I've seen that, or, oh, that's not really that entertaining. Rather than having someone go, oh, well, because that's on there, I don't want to watch. If you have that air of mystery, and then the match happens, then if you get someone turning it off, you go, okay, people didn't want to watch this. You get I think you get a way better gauge of what people like and what people dislike when you do stuff like that.
Absolutely. But Not to get off on any kind of tangent.
It was an impromptu rant we had there.
That's it.
That's it for upcoming shows. That's it for indie news. So, thanks for watching.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Hit all the links down in the description. Send all of our social medias. We've got this review plus all of our regular ones in podcast form every single week over on SoundCloud.
Yep.
The important links down in the description are the ones talking about the people we just got done talking about. 2 of which are brand new.
Yeah. They're not brand new people we're talking about, but they're new links.
Yeah.
Updated links in the
bio. Beyond Wrestling used to be lookmonofans.com. We were getting all their information from their Facebook. You can now find them at beyondwrestlingonline.com. And then Attack Pro we were kind of getting from Facebook and from Twitter.
Which used to be attackpro.co.uk.
Yeah. Now you can go to attackprowrestling.bigcartel.com and you can find all the information, plus you can shop for their DVDs, merchandise, stuff like that, all in one simple location, along with all the other stuff like Ring of Honor, CZ Wrestling, Shimmer, Shimmer.blogspot.com, and all the other stuff that we got done talking about. We want to add more though.
We do.
You know, if
this wasn't enough for you, we want these fucking shows to be 2 hours goddamn long.
I mean, we could have talked. If you want us to talk more about Jersey All Pro Wrestling, if you wanted us to do the entire All Pro Wrestling where we had Cody Rhodes versus Joey Ryan, if you want something closer to you, something that's your favorite, you want us to talk about it, send us websites, YouTube links, Facebook pages, anywhere we can find some matches of theirs, some information on their upcoming shows. If we like what they've got going on, we will add them to our list and we'll give you a shout out for bringing them to our attention. Also, if this and all the other videos this week, which you're going to want to come over to YouTube if you're listening to us podcast style, because we've got NXT Toronto and Survivor Series predictions coming out this week.
We're going to predict the shit out of these.
Yeah, you're only going to get that on the YouTubes. The other stuff you're going to get on the YouTubes is if you go over to Reasonable Wrestling Fans.
That's reasonable with a W. Like wrestling.
Where you get all of our extra YouTubier stuff. We added 2 brand new videos last week. We have an unboxing for November from Wrestle Crate, and we got me whacking Kevin Hawk in the back with a steel chair a couple of times. So check that out.
It was fun.
It was. It was awesome. Made me feel great. Check out
like
those
a pansy.
Check out all those videos, plus all the other stuff we have over there. We're going to be adding more content very, very soon. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you at whatever video you decide to watch next.
You know, I don't think I ever thought I'd say this. And it's probably going to be a one-off. But, fuck Joey Styles.
I'll say the other one for you. Fuck Matt Riddle.
Bro.